"Walk away now, or my men will kill you." The cartel boss lounged on his yacht, cigar smoke curling into the night air. His words weren't a threat, they were an invitation to crawl. He leaned closer, his teeth flashing under deck lights. "Your wife prefers a man with stamina." I didn't flinch. I studied my fingernails instead. Calm, detached. That's cute. 20 years as a Navy SEAL taught me how to sink a battleship with nothing but a knife and a bad attitude. He laughed, motioned to his sicarios. The kind of laugh a man gives when he thinks he's already won. But then he looked at the water, and his smile cracked. I hadn't come here for bravado. I came for truth. The truth had been dripping into my life like poison, subtle at first. My wife's phone buzzing in the bathroom at night. Trips she claimed were for work, though no receipts followed. A perfume lingering on her that I couldn't name. I ignored it, at first. A soldier's discipline. Focus on the mission, not the noise. But the noise grew louder until it became impossible to ignore. The final blow came as a rumor, a whisper from someone who owed me their life. They'd seen her on this yacht, too close to the boss, smiling in ways she hadn't smiled at me in years. I replayed it for weeks, telling myself lies. She wouldn't, she couldn't, not after everything I had given, everything I had lost in the name of service and loyalty. But loyalty is a one-way street when you're married to someone who hungers for power. Now I stood in front of the man she had chosen, and I knew, without him speaking, that the rumor wasn't rumor. It was confession. I didn't move against him that night, not yet. Instead, I dug quietly, like I'd been trained. Observation, patience, precision. Her phone logs told me enough. Late-night calls to numbers saved under fake names. Repeated charges from the same private marina. And then the photographs, taken by a man I paid well to keep his mouth shut. Her with him, skin against skin. The kind of intimacy you don't fake. I swallowed it like acid. On the surface, I remained the husband she thought she had tamed. A smile at dinner, a hand at her waist, quiet nods while she fed me half-truths. Inside, though, the plan was forming, calculated, surgical. I didn't want an explosion. I wanted silence. I wanted her to drown in the truth of what she had done. So I waited, watching tides, tracking movements, building a picture she couldn't escape, until finally every detail aligned. It came in the form of a dossier, photos, phone records, bank transfers, dates that lined up perfectly with her lies. I laid it out on our kitchen table like evidence in a courtroom. When she walked in, she froze. Her eyes flicked to mine, then down to the papers. She tried to laugh it off, but laughter doesn't come easy when your soul is naked on paper. Her lips trembled. "I can explain." I didn't answer. I didn't move. I simply slid the photos toward her, one by one. Her with him on the yacht. Her in his arms. Her betraying the vows she once whispered into my ear. The silence broke her faster than shouting ever could. Tears spilled. She begged. She reached for me. But I stayed perfectly still. 2 days later, I returned to the yacht. This time, I didn't come alone. I brought her. She thought we were reconciling, thought I was giving her a chance to explain. She dressed carefully, even painted her lips. A condemned prisoner walking to her own execution without knowing it. When we stepped onto the deck, the boss's eyes widened. He saw her before he saw me. And in that moment, I saw everything. The recognition, the fear, the unraveling. I didn't speak. I didn't need to. I simply handed him the same dossier I had shown her. Her knees buckled. She stammered, pleaded, reaching for both of us. Neither of us moved. The silence between us was a coffin, and she was buried alive inside it. That night, I didn't return home. I packed my life into silence. No rage, no grief, just removal. The woman I had loved no longer existed. She had drowned long ago in the deep waters of her own choices. I had given her loyalty. She repaid it with betrayal. Now I gave her nothing. When I closed the door for the last time, there were no tears, only clarity. Because some wars aren't won by bullets. They're won by walking away and letting your enemy live with the ruin they created.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.